Hello my gorgeous Gemini, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my beautiful Gemini, and it's for April 2019. The very first thing that I would like to say to you to pay attention to is going to be on the 5th of April 2019. There is going to be a new moon in the zodiac sign of Aries, which is going to be very special for you, which is going to be very particular for you, which is going to be very significant for you. There is a very special message that you are going to have, that you are going to receive, that you are going to realize at the time of this new moon in the zodiac sign of Aries, which is going to happen on the 5th of April 2019. So that's a new moon in Aries, which is going to affect you full on, big time. And what is going to happen? It is going to awake something in you, something very important, and something that was sleeping for a really long time, and it's going all the way back to the time of your childhood, and all the way back to the time of your childhood when you felt really happy. I'm not saying that you're not happy now, but there's a beautiful innocence that is going to come through. Beautiful innocence is going to come with the new moon, and it's going to shower you with such a beautiful and powerful energy throughout that particular day. It is going to affect you in such a way, my babies, that your instinct is going to be like full on. You're going to be very instinctive on this particular day. And also it is going to bring you the whole new promise. It is going to make you feel rather creative indeed, but it's going to help you to release all those areas of your life that are keep on bringing you down. Few realizations that are going to become significant. Certain things are going to come to an end, but you wouldn't kind of realize if this new moon didn't happen, and if your development and unfoldment of your particular spiritual journey didn't happen in the way it happened so far. This is absolutely brilliant because it's going to make you feel really creative. It's going to make you be really creative, and it's also going to make you feel very optimistic at the same time. Very sacred and powerful realization that you are going to have. It doesn't even need to be on that particular day. That particular day you're going to feel very strange but good, very different but significant, very unusual but good, you see. And this in itself is just going to kind of start something new. It's going to kind of direct you towards the certain stage in your life, towards the stage that you forgot about, and that particular stage is going to be a vavavoom time, because it's going to reawaken something really special, a very special part of you, very special part of your life, very special part of your energy, and very special part of your spiritual journey. As I said, this is so important. The whole month of April is really important when it comes to your spirituality and when it comes to your spiritual journey, because it's coming to certain stage of your life. It's coming to an end, completion, beautiful completion. Certain traveling is going to happen at around the same time you're going to be thinking about, and at the same time, or you're going to be thinking about it, and at the same time there is the completion is going to happen, but the whole new journey is also going to start at the same time in the same month. This is why this is so important, and you're going to feel like you're a little bit like all around the place, but it's most certainly going to be really good. You're going to have a very powerful realization, and realization is going to happen in the form of a thought that you're going to kind of feel very drawn towards to, and that is going to be unusual, and it's going to be different, and it's going to be something that is just going to kind of come brand new into your life, and it's just going to make you wonder, and it's something that it has got lots of elements on attached to it that you've never tried before or you've never done before, but you will feel very strongly attached to the new stage and new area of your life. And this is your spirituality. Your spirit guides are going to try to push you like a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, to get into the stream of your own happenings, which is all going to make sense to you this month of April 2019. This is all going to kind of basically come out in you realizing your own strength, your own power, in the whole new direction is going to be revealed. As I said, it may not be, come closer, a little bit closer. Okay, it may not be revealed on the 5th of the actual April, but it is very important for you to connect to this day, to understand this, to prepare for this day. You don't have to prepare too much, but as long as you're kind of thinking about it, as long as you're optimistic, as long as you're kind of positive, you're going to gather these energies. And it may not even happen, that realization, on that particular day, but it could happen the day after, within the next 3 days after the that particular day of the 5th of April, within the next 3 days, you're going to realize something very, very special. But how would I like you to actually kind of like, what would I need you to do on the 5th, especially to you, Gemini? This is a very special for you indeed. This is a very special message for you indeed. And what I need you to do is just to basically, if you can like kind of get like some kind of like a nice piece of amethyst, very important to get something like a nice piece of amethyst like this, you see. And this amethyst is going to be very significant and very important for the actual vibration and the energy around you, and especially when it comes to the actual new moon indeed. And at the same time, I'm going to need you like on the new moon, like kind of like find some kind of area that you like in your home, in your environment, maybe in the garden, maybe outside in the forest, wherever you can find some kind of sacred area. Put nice plants, nice like a little candles around, maybe put nice little flowers, make it really pretty, bring this beautiful positive energy in. Just do something that makes you feel good. Make the area like kind of sacred for yourself, and get like a little candle, not a big candle like this, but a little candle. And what I'm going to need you to do actually to take that little candle and a little, because the point is for this candle to burn, and you're working with this energy, you're working with these candles, you're working with this, with the universe, you're working with your spirit guides and with your angels. You're asking the message, you're wanting something to manifest, and by the time the candle burns until the end, the message is sent to the universe. But it's very powerful indeed, especially if you're doing it at the time of new moon of the zodiac sign in Aries, which is going to have a wonderful influence and impact on you anyway. But what is this going to do is actually what you need to do is take that little candle, take a little pen, like that. It doesn't have to write, you don't have to write with the pen the actual ink, but it's this sharp bit, and then write 2 things on each side of the actual candle. What would you like to manifest? What would you like to happen? What would you like the answer to? Where would you like your life to go? Which direction would you like your life to go? And then write on one side what would you like to manifest, and another side just 2 things in particular. And then once you do that, you take like a little lavender oil. Lavender oil is going to help you to like kind of bind things, to make this power even more significant, to actually raise the energies even more. So you need to just like anoint your little finger with like a little bit of lavender essential oil, and put 1, 2, 3 around the candle. And as you're putting it down, think about these things that you want to manifest. 1, 2, 3. And then the last, again, it's not the last step, but what I need you to do is obviously take a little bit of, take a lighter, matches, and light this candle. And at the same moment, it's very important to you for you to focus, for you to be relaxed, for you to be in this meditation state, and just kind of focus, keep on focusing on what would you like to manifest. Keep on focusing and keep on focusing and keep on focusing. As you're lighting the candle, keep on focusing. At the same time, you're making a very strong connection with you, with the universe, with your spirit guides, and you are making this wish happen already. As you are creating it, you are making this wish happen already. So you just like kind of burn it, you light the candle, and basically just like kind of make a strong connection with the candle. And this is at the same time you're making strong connection within yourself, because you're lighting the candle within yourself as well. A beautiful fire, a beautiful flame that is connected, and it's all becoming a one thing. And now you wait for this candle to burn until the end. Please don't leave the candle like to burn like by itself in the house, you know. That's why I said a little candle. The point is for the candle to burn. Once it burns until the end, then you can just go outside, go somewhere in the forest, or if you're not outside already, and then just dig a nice hole and just put this in the hole, just cover it, and that's it. Your work is done. Your message is sent to the universe. This is really important, because this is going to bring you a life-changing option that you wouldn't normally have. I do not know how to express this. If you don't have an amethyst, don't worry about the amethyst, you know, necessarily, but you know, if you don't have amethyst, maybe you can put some other crystals, you know, that you feel comfortable about. It is not like something that you need completely. You can do it even without amethyst. With amethyst, it's like kind of, it enhances your psychic power, it enhances your third psychic eye, so it's like kind of like even more in sync. But if you haven't got it, it doesn't matter. You can still do it with just a candle. With lavender essential oil, I would highly recommend, but if you haven't got it, you can do it without it, but I would highly recommend to have a lavender essential oil as well. And this in itself is just going to be the start of something really important. This in itself is going to be start of something really good. This in itself is going to over talk. Sorry. This in itself is going to be really wonderful beginning, because it's just going to mark the new stage of your life that is just about to be revealed to you. And watch this space. This is going to be absolutely life-changing indeed. It is all about the sharpness. It is all about the power that we're going to borrow from Aries. And Aries is also really good, like to pinpoint things that needs to be changed really quickly in our lives. And when we get this energy with the energy of a new moon, it is going to be absolutely wonderful realization that you're actually going to have. On another hand, what else I was going to say, you know your number, my babies. Your number this month is number 8. Number 8 is like, wow. Certain things are going to finally start coming together and make the really big picture. You know, certain puzzles that were missing in your life, that didn't make sense, that you didn't know which ones to put in the places that were missing. Now this is going to make sense. You will know exactly which puzzles to actually use in order to have a complete picture of your life. And that's all what you need in order to complete this particular spiritual journey, and in order to start a whole new experience. This is going to be so good, because number 8 also means that this is exactly what is going to happen this month, but also it means that the financial situation, there is going to be the good news about the financial situation, but it's also for those of you that are like waiting for some kind of proposal or some kind of offer. There is an invitation that is just also going to be really life-changing that you are going to have. Do not miss it. Okay, there is going to be a really life-changing opportunity and invitation that you are going to have, and this is so good, and it's going to come in the form of like request. And it is going to be like a little bit of a challenging situation, but it is going to be quite good challenge. You're going to feel automatically and instantly good about it, because it is just going to make sense straight away. It is all about the challenge, as I said, but it's all about a certain proposal and a certain proposition. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because it's to do with the request, and it's to do with something that you wanted to do in a really long time, and subconsciously you were constantly thinking about the change that you need to do, you have to do, but sometimes and most of the times you weren't too sure what exactly to do, on which exactly way to go. And this is normal, because you have been very spiritual, and Geminis have been very spiritual for the last 16 months indeed, and there have been lots of messages that have been very confusing, but now there is the whole new power, the whole new brightness, and the whole new sharpness that is going to come through at the beginning of this month, and certain things are going to start making sense, and this is going to be absolutely huge. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, it is just like basically it is the success, it is about your own particular success that is going to come through, and that success is going to kind of make you feel materialistically good, and also it is going to give you a certain advantage, so you're going to do better than what you thought. So don't bring yourself down, don't put yourself down. You know, you're going to do so well. Think positive. You're going to be very powerful when it comes to the power of your mind. All what I ask you to do in general, but especially this month, be very positive and be very optimistic. Your power of mind is going to be like ridiculously strong this month. Just make things happen. Make this happen by being optimistic, by being very positive, and by being very creative, and by doing things also alongside things that you normally do. You need to keep on discovering and rediscovering yourself throughout this month, but going and visiting new places and different places indeed, because there is just so much going to be very significant this month when it comes to your own particular discovery and rediscovery as well. Okay, when it comes to those of you, when it comes to the actual health, you see, this is good. When it comes to the actual health, you know, those of you with the long ailments that you didn't see any improvements, you are finally going to be able to see some improvements, and that is actually going to be really good. Of course, it's always good to see improvements, but also what I was going to say, that those of you actually, when it comes to the actual health, when it comes to the actual energy levels, this is gonna be good. You are going to, like, every sign this month is actually going to have a really good energy levels, and this is not surprising because we're entering the certain stage of this year. We're entering the certain dimension of this year. So when it comes to April, people are reawakening, people are awakening. So this is this type of energy that is just going to affect every single one of us in a really good way, when we're going to feel like really optimistic. But on another hand, I need to say to you that when it comes to the actual cold and flu symptoms, my babies, you are also again going to be affected by the cold and flu symptoms. But in this instance, I need you to take one strong dose of vitamin C every single morning throughout the actual month, because vitamin C is just going to be so good for you. But on another hand, it's going to be good for your cold and flu, and you need to take it around 1000 milligrams every single day, vitamin C, without any rubbish ingredients or anything like that. If you're on any other medications, please do check with your doctor, check with your GP, because only your doctor, your GP can actually tell you if you can take this with your other medications. And also, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, please do check with your GP. On another hand, and inside of your mouth, your gums are also going to be quite sensitive. Your gums, you see the sensitive area, and that's another thing that you can use the vitamin C for as well, apart from cold and flu. For your gums, it's actually really, really good for the repair of gums and things like that. Vitamin C indeed. Okay, so now my babies, I'm going to start with the first date that I think that it's going to be quite important for you, which is going to be on the 2nd of April. Now, on the 2nd of April, it's like very strong connection that you are going to have with a certain person, but this is nothing to do with like a love, nothing to do with like a relationship or something like that, but there is like a certain karma with a certain person that is just going to kind of bounce back. Something from the past that didn't kind of work right in the past, and it didn't kind of karmically end well, is still going to require a little bit of your own assistance in such a way that if there is somebody in your life that you need to forgive and forget, please do it. It's very important to do it this month. I can't explain how important this is to do, because to forgive and forget to somebody, whoever there is, whoever comes back bouncing in your mind, it's important, because this is going to be a sign for you to forgive and forget, because throughout April, the whole month is going to be important when it comes to our karma. And when it comes to our karma, it's connected to our spiritual journey. And when it comes to our spiritual journey, it is not going to evolve onto a different level if we don't deal with the issues and with the problems that we are going through in this life. This life, it's only temporary, and it's not to be easy. We are to be working. We are meant to be working on our mistakes. We are meant to be working on our problems, because if we don't do it this life correctly, we're going to come back again, and we're going to have to redo again all these problems, all these like a kind of areas that we need to do in order for our our spirit to evolve. So this is why this is so important. On another hand, number 7 is going to be a lucky number this day, and again, the whole new plan is going to like kind of be the part of your mind. There is a new idea, like, oh yeah, new idea. But this is so good, because it's just going to make you feel very active suddenly, and it's going to bring you a certain confidence. And this is going to be your sign. Go for it, baby. Just go for it. Okay? Because you are going to have a very strong wisdom about you. You're going to have a very strong, like, serene knowledge that it's going to be around you on the 2nd of April, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant, because it's going to make you feel super wise. Your third psychic eye is going to be ridiculously enhanced on this particular day, and that's why I'm saying that you're going to feel sensitive in a certain way, but so deep and wise in so many other ways as well. A fantastic realization that you are going to have, but you're going to realize about yourself how wise you are. You really are special signs in many different ways. Not only that you are such a beautiful people, like very people that it's almost impossible not to notice. This is how beautiful Geminis are, how beautiful you are. But it's just when you get the correct balance of these energies, I mean, my goodness, this is exactly what is going to happen here, and you will see what I mean. Okay, the second important date is what else I was going to recommend to you completely when we are going to karmically like important months, to karmically important situations, our third psychic eye is enhanced, and also our instinct is like, oh my god. So basically we receive lots of information from our spirit guides, from our guardian angels, and from the universe in general, and I highly recommend you to get something like a lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, and this comes with a sterling silver setting, and this comes with a sterling silver chain as well. And I highly recommend you to wear this because you can buy this, the link is in the description below. And I highly recommend you to wear this because it enhances your third psychic eye throughout the months, and also it helps you to connect to these particular messages. At the same time, it grounds you, and at the same time, it helps you to remember your dreams more. Your dreams, my babies, your dreams are going to be really important and really significant throughout the months. Now, the second date that I want you to pay attention to is going to be the 16th of April. Now, the 16th of April is an important day because it's just going to be all about like a kind of a reconnection with somebody very special. A very special person is going to come back into your life. Every very special person is going to try to come back into your life, and it will come back. And it's somebody who you really like, somebody who you know for a long time, somebody who is just going to help you to feel really happy because you're going to be able to reflect on the certain things in the past that were really nice with this person when this person was around. And that is just going to be so good for you because it's going to help you to have a certain reflection from the past that is going to bring you an insight with a certain problem that has been driving you mad. Like at this point, you know, in the last 4 months, you weren't too sure what to do, and this is going to bring your insight. And it's to do with you, with people who really knows you, with people who really loves you, with people who are going to give you the best possible advice. And this is going to be the case here. Absolutely brilliant. The third important date that I need you to pay attention to, my babies, is actually going to be the 26th of April. Now, the 26th of April is just like, you know, the certain project that you have been working on, the certain energy that you have been kind of focusing towards the certain project. Now, it is just going to kind of a reorganization. The certain reorganization is going to become evident, and then when you kind of do the certain edit, certain adjustment, certain readjustment, you will see that the money is actually results of your efforts are nearly due, which is going to come in the money, which is going to come in the form of success, and which is going to come in the form of a whole new direction. It's brilliant because it's going to help you to actually have a really big change, to make a really big change when it comes to your home. And you wouldn't be able to have this change and make this change if this particular situation didn't unfold in the way it unfolded right now. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It is all about you. It is all about you being in a perfect union. Management, adjustment is going to be needed, as I said it, but but it's all about the good influence. It's all going to come from the good influence because someone at the same time is going to really inspire, and the way you're going to be inspired by this person is just going to be absolutely brilliant. And the person who is going to inspire is going to be somebody very, very spiritual, and somebody who you think of really, really highly. It is an omen on the 26th. My goodness, you've got so much happening. You know, on the 26th of April, you're also going to have an omen. The omen that you are going to have, it's going to happen at around the time when you think about the good influence by somebody else. So you're going to focusing on somebody else who is a very spiritual and giving you a very good influence. And then the omen that you are going to have, it's going to be on the 26th or on the 27th, within the next 2 days, and it's going to happen in the form of a little animal, or in form of an animal that is going to do something slow. It's going to be quite slow, or it's going to do something slow, but there's something going to be very cute about it, and an instant message is going to be waiting for you there. Instant message. And when you see this omen, it is going to happen outside indeed. Okay, so now, my babies, I'm going to go on the very first part of April 2019, and this first part of April 2019, it is just going to start with you feeling, with having so much energy, and there is a certain fear that you had about yourself, certain fear, there's some kind of fear mongering, or something that was caused by somebody else that kind of affected you, and then you were kind of worrying about yourself, you were worrying about your future, you were worrying about your certain direction because of the certain fear mongering, and now you will realize that this fear mongering is just nothing but this fear mongering. That's one really good thing to realize. But on another hand, there is going to be the swift change of activities that you are going to have, and it's all about your own strength, it's all about your own power, it's all about your own practicality and security. There is something with a different country going to become evident. There is a strong connection with a different country going to become very strongly evident here, like maybe you will want like have a little holiday away or something like that. that, but there is some kind of different country is going to become very evident here, like you're feeling very strongly, like in a very positive way about a different country. Not necessarily that you want to move now straight away or something like that, but there is just something that is just going to come back, bounce back, and this is very powerful and very strong, and it's something to do with your own spiritual journey, but with your past life. So there is going to be a very strong connection you're going to feel with a certain place, certain city, and you may not even be able to explain where this comes from, and I'm telling you now. Okay, so now also the new prospect, the beginning of April is also going to bring a new prospect, absolutely brilliant, and it's to do with what you're doing now. Not too much changes, not too big, but the whole new idea is going to come through, and that new idea is going to become umbrella for everything else, because everything else is going to like kind of become the part of it. But this is going to be huge, because this is going to become the new stepping stone. It's going to seem like something really tiny, but it's going to become really huge later on. Whatever you start in April, in December 2019, by the end of December 2019, there is going to be the huge turning point, the huge turning, the huge realization, the huge growth that you are going to be able to see after this moment, after this point. It's going to happen one step at a time, but this is going to be really big. This is going to be really huge, and obviously the ground is going to be very, very fertile indeed throughout April for you. So you can plant as many seeds as you like, my beautiful babies. Okay, this is your time to shine. This is your time to grow. Okay, what else I was going to say? That there is a decision that you are going to make. Yeah, this is it now. There is the decision that you are going to make, and that is going to be something that you really want to do, not only to prove a certain point to yourself, but maybe you will want to prove a certain point to somebody else, like a people around you, maybe family members and things like that. This is going to be very significant, because it's going to make you very, very assertive. It's going to make you very optimistic. It's going to give you something very important to do, and to you this is going to mean so much, because it's going to bring you the whole new determination, and I like it. I like it indeed. Okay, my babies, the second part of April, it's going to bring you like the choice, the like kind of like a love choice. But for, I mean, whether you're single, whether you're not single, I mean, I don't know what your situation particular is that you're watching me right now. If you're single, I would not go for this particular choice. It is not going to be a good choice. It's going to be like a faulty choice. It's somebody not quite good here, somebody who is not going to have a really good impact on you. So I'm just warning you, if you want to like have a bit of a room with that person, that's absolutely entirely up to you. But if you want to start something really serious, I'm not too sure, because this is somebody with a very low energy, and I don't think you're really good around people who have got a very low energy or very low vibration, because you're very deep, and then you rub off, you know, you pick up people's energy very, very easily, like Aquarius can be like that. So you're Gemini, you pick up other people's energy really, really easily and really quickly, and it can rub off you. You know, if somebody's really negative, you can feel that full on, you can feel like quite sick. In Virgos are like that as well. So basically it is just basically I need you to like kind of like make sure that you understand that this is not the right person. It could even be a couple of choices of people here, so it tells me that you're going to go out and have a great time, but I don't think this is the right person. Also, what else I was going to say, on another hand, there is a balance. There is a balance that you're going to feel, balance that you're going to have, balance that is going to be crucial, balance that is going to be life-changing, not related to this situation, but this is something completely different. Okay, balance is going to make you really indecisive, because you're going to end up with realization that you've done really well, and you're also going to realize there's something really powerful about yourself, and I like it, powerful about your skill. You're really amazing, how good you are. And now that in itself is just going to make you feel really indecisive, because you will know this is the way to success. This is your path to success. And also financial opportunities just going to be mind-blowing. And this is not going to be wrong. This is not going to be bad. This is not going to be negative. This is going to be real. And this is going to be true. This financial opportunity is going to be something that is going to be like, ooh la la, very much so connected to the 5th of April as well. That new moon idea, new moon realization you're going to have. This is all part of the big picture, my baby, and it's also going to be your confirmation. Your confirmation, you know exactly what I mean. Now this is going to be brand new beginning. It's going to give you strength. It's going to give you power. It's going to give you confidence. You're going to help to see yourself. It's going to help you to frame yourself in a certain mirror and see yourself in a certain way, like you needed to see yourself how others see you. And that in itself is just going to be the new bombastic starting point, because there is a powerful realization that you are going to have. It is going to bring you really nice generosity and balance, and that in itself is going to become a whole new inspiration and potential when it comes to you. The last part of April, it's going to bring you an unfinished business, certain unfinished business that happened, and somebody else is connected to this, you see, and that happened sometimes back, and that in itself is just going to bounce back, as well as a karmic situation that you're going to need to deal with, and it's going to test your power. It is going to test it is going to test your power. It is going to test your strength. It is going to test your stamina, but at the same time it is going to test that area, that particular area of your life where you just thought that you were powerless only 4 or 5 months ago, because other people were kind of in charge of something else that you wanted to kind of like go on for, or something like that. You see, it's just that other people are kind of like above it, that maybe are kind of blocking certain things from happening. So now that in itself is just going to cause a little little bit of arguments that you are going to have at the end of April, but actually argument is going to bring something really good out of it. It's not going to be ugly argument or horrible argument or disgusting argument. No, it is actually going to be really good argument, because it's going to bring a really interesting little fish on the surface, and this little fish is like living very deep right at the bottom of the sea and never comes up, never goes anywhere else. Now that fish is about to come up to the surface, and that fish, it's going to be brilliant for you, because it's just going to make you realize something very important. And that fish is also going to make you, not only make you realize something really important, but it's also going to reveal the whole new adventure and the whole new direction that is going to come out of this situation. So you're going to do something daring, something very daring. So don't put yourself in danger or anything like that. I'm talking about normal situations here, like a normal, not argument, but normal, like just a little bit, like discussion, with the people in your life, with your family, with the people around you, and that's why I'm saying that you're going to do something daring, you're going to say something daring, and that in itself is going to be the key. That in itself is going to be the answer. That in itself is going to be the huge turning point. And guess what, baby? There is going to be the huge time for the celebration. There is going to be the huge time for celebration. You're going to have a really beautiful celebration. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. And I'm so happy. At the same time, this is going to be the healing moment, the healing time for you, for the people around you. But at the same time, the stupid, annoying problem that was giving you so many problems actually about your self-esteem maybe was affected with this as well. At a certain time, that is all coming to an end. The conclusion to a beautiful problem is coming to an end, and that is going to set you free. And I absolutely like it, because it's all about you reconnecting with the people in your life, okay, that means to you the most. A big wish is going to come through. Big wish is going to come forward, and this is going to mean to you so much, because you will be able to prove yourself. You will be able to prove a certain point to you, to the people around you, to people you wanted to prove a certain point to, and you're going to feel proud, and people around you are going to feel really proud. And this is absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy for you, Gemini. Now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationship. This is an important time, because for those of you in relationship, you see, maybe there will be like a little bit of a situation that you're going to discuss with your partner. You're going to need to talk about something, because something is not going to be quite clear to you. And this, what is not going to be quite clear to you, is something to do with like maybe spending, something to do with like maybe certain wealth, something to do with like a materialistic side of life when it comes to you and when it comes to your partner. Something is not going to be too clear to you, and you will want to discuss something with your partner. It's not really going to be that bad, but it's just something that maybe was like, it didn't develop the way you wanted to develop, and normally you know about everything, but you will not know about this particular thing. So it is just all going to be about your particular judgment that you are going to have, and it's all going to be about you kind of just make sure that you understand that this is not really bad, that it's not really negative, and it's all about you kind of understanding things. It's all about you expanding your mind, expanding your energy, and trying to understand why your partner was acting in this particular particular way, and maybe they were kind of a little bit selfish, maybe they spent a little bit of money or something that they shouldn't have, and that was a little bit selfish thing from them to do. But then hey, this life is really short, and it's so good to actually have some fun as well. But on another hand, it's all about you kind of forgiving and forgetting to your partner as well, because this is going to be very good for your improvement, your relationship improvement, for your development indeed. And also it is just going to have, actually, believe me or not, this is going to have a wonderful effect and wonderful impact on your both relationship by the end of April. I know it sounds mad, but it is indeed going to be something, the certain little bit gray stepping stone that you're going to go over, but you're going to be absolutely fine, because this is going to make you realize something really important about yourself and really important about your partner. But the bottom line is that your partner is not bad or anything like that. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are single. You see, those of you that are single, it is just basically, it is not going to be the right time to actually find someone. It is going to be, look, this is an interesting time, because for those of you that are single, it is just like basically there are going to be a couple of choices that you're going to have, which means it's very important, more important than anything. Just go out there, have some fun, and enjoy yourself. It's all about flirting. It's all about enjoyment. It's all about having some fun, because through this flirting, through having some fun, you're going to be going through lots of changes, and this is going to be a life-changing month. So remember, the spiritual journey is coming to an end, and the new spiritual journey is starting. So this is really important, which means that you're going to start feeling connected, deeply connected to the certain people, to the different people, maybe when it comes to friends, when it comes to people who you fancy, people who you like. And that's why it's so important for you to go out there, to meet as many people as you can, because you will see exactly what I mean. You're going to rediscover yourself and discover yourself in a slightly different angle, and that different angle you're going to find yourself, you're going to actually really, really like, because this is going to be the beginning of something really good. This is going to beginning of something really special, the new beginning in your life that is about to invite someone really mind-blowing into your life. And when I said before, there are going to be a couple of choices that you are going to have, but I would just like kind of stay away from them, because a couple of choices are only going to be the part of your spiritual journey at the moment, and through both of them you are going to learn indeed. My gorgeous, beautiful, ever so powerful Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you to bits, every single one of you, and I'm sending you brightest blessings, love, healing, and light. Mwah. Okay, my babies, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.